I really want to share a reframe that I had that helped me manifest so much more efficiently, so much more in alignment. And that's when I started looking at what I was valuing or what I was basing decisions on. There's a phrase I love called, or that goes, um, you don't know it until your life shows it. And how I actually make that useful in my life is trusting my results more than my thoughts, more than my feelings. Because as we're manifesting, things lag, right? We can be in alignment with something and it hasn't arrived yet. That's actually how it works. We get in alignment with it and then we see it arrive. And the more in alignment that we're in, it doesn't have to be 100%. The more that we're in alignment with it, the quicker it shows up. It reminds me of, maybe I'll share that story another time. No, I'll share it now. It reminds me of this time that I manifested $20,000 in a month. I did a video on this, and I just got to this place of full expectation. And when I was there and in alignment and I just knew. It's interesting to speak of it. Like I knew it the same way that I knew when I turned on the light switch, the light was going to come on. Like it was this really deep knowing. Oh, there's Storm. And Storm's my dog. And it didn't take a month. It took 2 weeks. And that was the time where I really connected to like what a decision actually is and what being in alignment actually feels like. So back to the tool, the frame that helped me is valuing my results more than what I'm thinking. And I want to expand on that more, that when we really see ourselves honestly, it makes all of this so much easier. Because the reason why we're not manifesting things is something's not in our awareness, or we're lying to ourselves, or a combination of both. And it's not like we're consciously lying to ourselves. It's we have this story that's built up that's stopping us from seeing the truth. And when you notice these parts, notice when, I don't want to say that, is when we value our results more than our thoughts, it kind of takes us out of Paradigmville. It takes some of the leverage away. And how I amplify that is trusting the energy more than my idea around it. So instead of needing to justify or, how do I really want to bridge this? Is these stories that we build can have a lot of leverage on us. But when we look at the results and feel the energy that we're radiating, connect, that's how I want to bridge it, is think of a time where you manifested something and what that felt like. And for this new thing that you're manifesting, take a look at how close you are to that feeling, that level of expectation, that knowing that it's coming for you, that feeling that it's all working out, or fear is overriding it all. And when we put more value in that, that helps us get leverage over these stories that can derail our energy. And that's all these manifestation tools, whether it's a vision board, whether it's affirmations, they're just to help us be the energy that's in alignment. So if you can skip that process or fast track that process by being honest with yourself with what energy you're feeling, what energy you're radiating, then it can give us so much leverage. So how do we put this into use? Let's say there's a story that keeps going on in your head, and there's a situation, a lawsuit that I had where someone was a bit, not a bit, in very much bad faith with a house that I purchased. And that took a bit more rigor. Hey, Storm, come, let's go this way. That took a bit more rigor in order to be in alignment. And I would start to notice when I was less in alignment, when it was bothering me, is the stories that I would build and then how I would feel from those stories. And it just got to the point of saying, I know this story is creating the energy that's opposite of what I really want. So that's enough. I don't need to give credit to the story. Like, it doesn't matter if that story is right or wrong. The outcome of that story is it is making me radiate energy that's less in alignment with what I want. And when we look at things that way, it gives us so much more leverage. And the paradigms don't work in that framework because, you know, paradigms use fear and logic and all these things to dissuade us. But if we take that away and just ask ourselves, what energy am I radiating? Is this story moving me closer to who I want to be or further from who I want to be? That's one way that I've been able to get so much leverage on myself and shortcut some of these practices where I don't need to. My dog's just drinking out of the river. Where I don't need to kind of like fight fire with fire. I don't need to like, okay, this happened, and then like logic my way out of these stories or justify it or convince anything. It's just like, this is bringing me further away from what it is that I want. That's enough reason to let go of it. And that really increased the efficiency. It made me a much faster manifestor, a much more deliberate manifestor. And it's a really cool skill to be able to just be more honest with what energy you're feeling. And when you hone in on that, it really amplifies things a lot. So I'm gonna leave it there. Let's see if you wanna see Storm enjoying his walk. Hey, bud. Hey. Yeah, what are you manifesting? Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed, I would absolutely love that. This channel is so new, and especially now more than ever, that support really influences things. So thank you.